All right, we are live. Nobody else is going to view this. It won't be, it's just being streamed unlisted. All right. Full stop. All right. Welcome everyone to the station. This cabin moving forward will only have room for one less passenger, which means that one of you must get off at this next station. So let's begin with how these last couple of days have gone. We have an incredible competition that resulted in a loss for this cabin. Caleb, walk me through this loss.
That sucked. Um, I feel like that challenge obviously had a lot of strategy and trying to predict what other people are gonna do. But the first round was just complete blind voting, and we all voted wrong. And from that point on, we were on the back foot and could not recover, could not predict what people were gonna do. We thought maybe we knew it was gonna happen, but we definitely did not. And from that point on, it was just all downhill.
Sergio, do you feel like this cabin was like specifically targeted, or was it just happenstance?
So I was at work during the challenge. I wasn't really able to see like who was taking hits and how many people were hitting us. So and I didn't go back and check. So honestly, I don't know. It would be smart though, considering that everyone else was down a member.
Sheena, last time we were here, there was a lot of talk about you and Andrew being on the bottom. It was made very clear that the other four were this unbreakable bond. Do you feel like you have found a crack, or are you worried?
Of course, I found a crack. No, I'm just kidding. Um, you can never go into these stations, tribals. We were confident, especially when you're outnumbered 4-1. So, as much as I would like to think, yeah, like I've had conversations, I've made connections, like at the end of the day, it is a numbers game, like we all know. So, of course, there is always a little bit of nerves that go into that for sure.
Taylor, as we dwindle in numbers, do you start taking into consideration who you want to move forward with you going into a potential merge, or is it still about keeping the tribe strong?
My dog is barking a lot right now, so I'm sorry if she starts barking mid-answer. Um, I think keeping a tribe strong in online games is not nearly as important as the real games. Um, so for me, especially considering how we just lost two people really quickly, we're losing another tonight, and merge is definitely coming. It's something I think definitely everyone's thinking about. So that's 100% what I'm thinking about. And you never know what the challenges are. Like this last challenge, I don't think if we had anyone else, we could have done it better. It was, you know, yeah, thinking about merge and kind of who works best together.
Caleb, when thinking about who works best together, do you run the tape forward in your mind of, okay, if this person comes with me to the merge, if this person's not there in the merge, does it change how you try to navigate, these next couple of rounds?
Of course. I mean, I think that as crazy as it is that we're already talking about merge at like, what is this? The
Final
fourth,
14.
the fourth station. Um,
Yeah.
I am thinking about it already because that's the situation that has been presented to us. So, what's important to me is getting to that merge, not only for myself, but also with people that I feel comfortable with. I'm hoping that it's soon because I really, really don't want us to be at another station pre-merge. This tribe is already being whittled down to an embarrassingly small number. But I, I think personal relationships are going to be huge come the merge because with how unpredictable it's already been this season, I don't want to take any more gambles.
Sergio, let's talk about idols and idol clues. There's been some opportunities this round to try to get some extra clues. Some people have taken advantage of it, some people have not. Has this taught you anything? Have you learned anything new from what's been posted in the cabin chats?
No, not really. I mean, there was stuff to be learned, but I think everyone was smart and not taking the bait for the clue today. So, you know, yeah, that's my answer.
Mhm. Sheena, what is the strategy when you're at this phase of the game? It's, been a couple of rounds and the numbers are starting to dwindle because you were only six to begin with. After tonight, you will then be down to four. How do you play that out? What is the move here?
Um, like my strategy personally is to like build those connections, right? So like the more that you can make people feel good about you, the more that you can start to build those relationships, create those like foundational um like pieces that are gonna help get you to the next level. I think full on, especially being the bottom, essentially, like I just gotta really put in the work to allowing people to get to know me and like letting them know that I can be a great asset to them in this game. Someone that's trustworthy, someone that's gonna have their back in this game. And hopefully that strategy will resonate with some people, and allow them to start to build that trust with me. So I think, yeah, the strategy going forward obviously is to like just claw my way up from the bottom by building those relationships.
All right. And lastly, Taylor, what would you say describes the vibe of this cabin now, and how will that compare to the vibe after the vote?
Um, I would say a little disjointed right now. And after the vote, I think we will be cohesive.
All right. Well, with that being said, unless there's anything else anybody else would like to speak on, no? All right. We are going to go off camera and mute myself. While I am away, you may discuss anything except for this game and this vote. The only person that you can't vote for tonight is Caleb. Caleb has immunity. I am going to go away now.
As per usual, shout out my wife.
Shout out Caleb's wife.
Shout out Ella.
I have the votes. But before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol or other relevant advantage that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will be asked to get off at this station because they will have failed to get on board. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sergio. Parker. One vote Sergio, one vote Parker. Parker. Two votes Parker. The fourth passenger to be voted out of this game and have failed to get on board and must get off at the next station. Parker. Parker is not here. Parker will have a moment to send his piece in the tribe chat later on. But for now, the rest of you are one step closer to the next phase of this game. What will await you tomorrow? No one but knows. So, but for now, it is time to get all aboard.